Okay, so this might seem weird to see nothing but parking lot, but I'm doing this for a reason. I am out here helping him to learn how to ride a bike. Now, while helping ride a bike, I was to myself, thinking about how I'm as a parent trying to help, guiding him, telling him the do's and don'ts, stay focused, how you have to keep your face straight and don't look down because it's a distraction, right? To not veer to the left or the right abruptly because it's just a distraction. You're going to stumble, right? So with that, it was occurring to me. God was speaking to me. He's like, that's the same way that the Holy Spirit is with us. About how, like, when I'm taking out time to help him to keep focused on where he's going and to slow down in some areas and not try to outrun himself because he's going to fall. It was like God was speaking to me and saying, that's how the Holy Spirit is to us. That He helps us. He guides us even when we're not aware that He's doing it because we're distracted, we're focused elsewhere, we're trying to do things almost on our own, just like my son was overzealous at times, trying to do it on his own. But even though I kept my distance and I backed off a little bit, I still had to speak up every so often and say, hey, don't do that because that's going to be a stumbling block. Hey, don't do that because that's going to cause you to fall. Don't do that, that's going to become a distraction. Stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. And as I was telling him and just being a parent and trying to help guide him, it dawned on me, the Holy Spirit speaking to me saying, that's how I am with you. That's how I am with you. The nudges that you feel, that's me. That's me guiding. That's me. Shoo! Forgive me, I can feel him all over me. I'm keeping you focused. And I was getting these visions popped up in my head of watching both my kids riding bikes, and there are good days ahead because sometimes we get so distracted by what's in front of us, the obstacles that's right in front of us, that we can't seem to see past that to see that there are good days ahead, that there are moments still to come that are good, that He wants to bless us with. So we got to stay focused because they're just stumbling blocks. They're there to distract you. And sometimes it's a learning curve, if you will, because you got to learn through the process. You got to pick yourself back up. Like if he falls off the bike, he's got to pick himself up. It's going to hurt, but it's going to hurt for a moment. It'll pass. So I say all this to say, stay encouraged. Forgive me, I'm trying to talk. It ain't over. The storm will pass. There are good days ahead. This is just a moment. And even though we have a hard time staying focused in that moment because the situation causes us to think about, oh man, I gotta do this, or I gotta get through this, or how much is this gonna cost me, or just, it's always something because that's life, right? But the Holy Spirit was like, you get through this. There are better days ahead. There are better days ahead. You do have good days coming. Just stay focused. Just like I was telling him, don't look to the ground because that's going to cause you to not see what's ahead. Whew. And I was just praising him because I'm like, yes, Like, you are a good Father, despite the fact that we might fall off our bike or not see something that hit the tire to cause us to fall or stumble or just something. You're still good. You're still good because we still got up. Even if we get a boo-boo, you're still good. You're still good because you're there to guide us and direct us, just like I'm standing here walking with him, watching him ride and making sure that he doesn't seriously fall and hurt himself. It's the same way with the Holy Spirit with us. I feel like shouting right now. So as he was speaking this to me, I felt led to speak to whoever is listening to this. There are better days ahead. No matter what your circumstances look like, no matter what's in front of you right now, we have to look past the obstacle. We have to keep our eyes focused on Jesus, no matter what that looks like. And it can be hard. And us being in our flesh, it can be hard to look past that obstacle. But just as God was relaying to me, there are better days ahead. You still got good days coming. So just keep that in mind for whatever you're facing. There are still good days ahead. He's with you. God bless.